Some noise, y'all, for Jovan. How y'all feeling? I said, how y'all feeling, goddammit? I want to do something a little different tonight. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna give a caveat. So this poem is about, I'm pretty sure everybody familiar with the story. This poem's about Emmett Till, but I wanted to tackle it from a different point of view. So I wrote this poem from the perspective of the river that carried his body for 72 hours. It's called 3 Days. On the first day that I carried his body, his skin dark like the night that it bathed under, his body hollow like a shell that strayed too far from shore, or hollow like a shell that strayed too far from the barrel of a pistol. I found him beaten. His palms calloused and stiff, so much like leather from a whip, the southern breeze brushing his rigor mortis against the trees. They tell me that the smell is something familiar to them. The nooses hanging from their branches, they dangle with the muscle memory of his ancestors' silhouettes, their screams, still questioning the strange fruit swimming in my current. They ask me, who is this boy? Why is he so far from home? Why is it that folk that look just like him is always seen hanging in these neck of the woods with his head lying against my waves like it's the only peace he has gotten in hours? He floats like a boat on calm water, his organs soaked in maggots. They rattle like chains in my belly. The sound of it gives my ripples deja vu. Who could do this to a child? To heist his freedom and leave nothing but a barren vessel with a cool blue surface just like mine. Is that why I thought that I could adopt his corpse, that I would be able to nurture it into my streams? Is that why they thought that I could raise this boy something like a lynching would? On the second day, I cradled his limbs under the sun as it danced around the barbed wire around his neck like God was still trying to loosen the grip. Look at him, the cotton gin becoming a part of his being, his body barely noticeable. I wonder if any wandering white eye just seen 3/5 of him above the water. Look at him. I was given a lifeless child to my river, told to carry him the way I did his ancestors, in bondage with my tides, like anchors, like something black, something burden heavy on the ship, told to carry him in water just like his mother did. Why are black women and I always seen as the bearer of cemeteries when they make them give birth to graves, eulogies of innocence that make my water break into a mausoleum for their offspring? Me, a babysitter for their flesh, bones, and anything left of his spirit. Look at him, his screams probably still stretching through all of Mississippi, reaching the way a whistle may or may have not reached towards a white woman's direction. A mother must be somewhere not able to recognize her son, clenching her black womb the way a white finger clenches the trigger on the gun. Look at him, those men that walk around with the same wind in their lungs, snatch the same one from his fingernails filled with blood and skin not kin to his, dirt and ash oozing from his bones. His blackness was beaten into an invasion. His blackness never had a chance to defend itself. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at how his whistle will become nothing but a stutter of wind, trying to fight in between the gap of his swollen lips, like he's still begging for a life snatched from his own brown hands. On the third day, I washed everything left of him back into the arms of his mother. told her I'm sorry for carrying her son for so long. His stench growing on me like grass on the plantation. I'm sorry. I hope she knows I did not want to be his open casket. Bearing genocide shakes my waters. I hope she knows I meant no malice towards this black child. I hope she knows the oceans and I aren't the sunken place that done this to him. I hope she knows there are things far more dangerous out there than I that are trying to drown their babies. You guys can follow me on Instagram at the Poet Bull, ThePoetBull. I have books. It's only like 7 left because I just came from Houston. Also, I'm selling these shirts as well. I was in Houston. I had a feature down Wine Poetry, guys. So yeah. Yeah, and the night after VIP was in Houston, so Lou couldn't fly out, so I hosted VIP in Houston as well. So it was definitely lit. It was a vibe. You know what I mean? And I just appreciate Lou and Voices in Power in general, and you guys for giving everybody a platform to speak. Thank you for passing this on to me, for having the faith in me when I didn't even feel like I had the faith in myself. So I just really want to give. I really just want to give Lou his flowers because I really look up to him as a poet, as a curator, as a host, and overall, he's a dope-ass person. I'm super dope for a reason. Like, without him, none of us would be here. None of this shit is possible. And he's not just doing this for him. He's not just doing this for VIP. He's doing it for all the poets, all the motherfucking artists across the country. Number 1, open mic. Number 2, you know what I'm saying? We doing this for real, y'all. And we couldn't do this without y'all help. So thank you, Lou. Thank you, VIP. Thank y'all.